expectations early.
Not giving anything away with util, but as the door opens wide, so does the opportunity to claim a few kills. It's traded and equalized. Just the 1-for-1. Damage done to Divide. But the smokes are dropped down, and that's going to be impetus now to go into the side. A flash repeat and a refight from them. EG, they choose their timings, and they choose them well. Even a Boostio follows. Dart over the top, and ZG trying to take the timing off of it. Fully lit up.
I mean, look how good that is. The shock dart to stop a contact play, then flash recon again.
They're trying to pincer it straight through Hawes again, around the back. That's Com. He's dealt with. Taken care of. Still taking point with the rifle. Lovely movement to reset. Boombot assisting Forsaken. He's still alive. Eventually bringing him down with the help of his compatriot, Jinggg. Comboing together here. The rifles carrying him through the brunt of this round.
Boostio and Demon 1 not with very much weaponry whatsoever, so should be clean here for PRX.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, one player left standing. It's just Demon 1 with the Sheriff now. He's pulled off some insane stuff before. You can see the respect being showcased, but the beginning of these rounds has been starting out quite contacty. But okay, there's a clash. Skirmish. Utils exchange, and what a time to take a fight. jawgemo rips ahead of Forsaken straight off with the help, but again, that supplementary util. And space is being granted again to them. Oh, what a strike! It collapses, but no damage, not enough.
So
to claim
close,
the kills.
so close though to absolute perfection from PRX. That was a ton of good utility pressure that they applied. Meanwhile, Boostio with an operator. Wasn't really the story of this round, going over and playing B, but now he's got a retake with quite an unwieldy weapon.
Unless somebody gives him a kill as well. cgrs wants to take the fight to him. Look at that, in the spawn, aftershock. Drop down to cover the flank, just in case the players do push him from that area. Demon 1's still there, Dart. Clearing it close, Ethan low enough though that they still want to play for this one. The turret actually takes him out. Wasn't anticipating it, good reactions. Flick upwards there, landing onto Com. Leaving it just to Demon 1. He'd love to grab this operator to save into the next. That's what he's trying to do, he's guarding it. Finds the kill, will he be hunted? Not quite, still able to claim that weapon into the fact that they are playing with pretty minimal expectations. You know, they don't have their full strength roster. They're not going to be able to get something into Japan to play no matter how well they do at this point. You know, there's only one more game yet to be played. If they do win this, here's an attempt to try and flood back in. Showstopper, massive value. 2 kills off the rip. Pick up some rifles, pick up some guns, upgrades all around. Boostio hitting his shot. Ults exchange, but it's just down to Divide, and where is he? Backside of Halls. He's going to try and stop this defuse. This was a bit of a half-buy here. First kill found, but shut down. And here we go, flash onto it. jawgemo right here. Finding value immediately. Jinggg opened himself a little bit too wide as the squeeze onto the south side. You just don't expect it, the push of the operator.
It's such a good idea against Devi's lockdown, which is an obvious potential way that PRX were going to try and get into the B site, contest them early, squeeze the person that's watching over towards the A side of the map.
You choose to still commit the lockdown here at work.
jawgemo's going to deliberately get detained.
Oh, no way. And he's going to be calling it out. Pre-fired onto the corner. Forsaken's wondering how the hell did they know I was creeping up onto it?
Unreal.
And jawgemo does not get cleared, still alive. In the fight, once more, left up to Divide. Scrambling, racing around. Yeah, the plant is down, but he'd have to pull off something unruly. First one is going to be gained. There's a fight taken towards him, but sticking halfway with that.
But this is also one of those ult swing rounds. If PRX loses this, the economy might be shot.
Up close, tagged up though. Com was set up for it. Here's the overdrive. Forsaken would love a kill. Run and gun, at play, at work. He's suited for it. Here's a Rolling Thunder, intending to punish. Scatters his way through, trying to buy a bit of space and time once more for them, but his crossfire setup says gaps in the openings. Still Forsaken's in it, but he's the last one left and he's got so much more to do. Spike has been planted for him. He gets information, knows that Demon 1 is in main, whips out the rifle, 8 bullets left. Needs to find a kill here. Ethan opens himself to it. Here's the ult. Still left, gonna be fading at any point now. Wide!
Give away. So this is a play that they normally make when something's in,
and they're trouble.
They try to. That play is designed to try and double blast pack Jinggg into Canteen, and he's already dead.
Boostio's picking up this off, man. It's a very intelligent purchase. Emphasis being placed as well. I mean, he's had this since the bonus round, I believe, since the 3rd round, for good reason, because PRX have been playing so contacty at the beginning.
This is very deep, though, isn't it? Taking mindfreak smoke and getting into a nice position on site.
What?
That's exactly what PRX needed.
Okay, that's gonna Certainly even things out. Plenty of ults online for EG to try and delay and deny. Here we go. Hunter's Fury comboed with the orbital strike. Up into tower. One tag. Forsaken. Damage done. Here's the second, but shut down in the midst of it. Devi. He's lurked his way behind, and let's see how EG deal with this one. They are still capitalizing. Kills are being collected all over the bloody map. cgrs left alone. Stationary. Just behind Dice, trying to tuck himself. He needs a bit of a bailout, but Devi's shut down. He was his last line of defense.
So that's designed to put pressure on Com. Doesn't quite hit though, does it?
Yeah, and this time it's Jinggg who's taking the pathing out towards Sand, but split approached. It's pronged outwards. No chance to latch onto a kill for any of the PRX players through the wall though. I believe that might have been just intended for a piece of utility. Demon 1 though, he's holding it down, anchoring, pushing through the smoke. Coverage is there, yet the util still exchange, and Jinggg, he's back in the fight, back in the action. 2-for-1 special. Spike not picked up, but now he's got it in his hands.
Does he realize both of the EG were in halls just then?
Oh, this util, it's putting the squeeze on him.
He must do now.
Showstopper from jawgemo, seeking to deny. Jinggg spammed up close, up top. Well, lots of players behind this one, but just Devi to meet them inside the smoke. Boombot trying to seek the timing. He does catch it. Claims the kill, backs away though. Will he get onto the ropes? No, stunned up. Just didn't have the momentum to escape, so that's it. Traded, evened out, drop. Control going to be lost for them. Boostio with the op now. What timing is he going to try and seek? Fast lane, cutting off his available line aside. He's hoping for a kill, spots it, just the one angle. There it is, flick to adjust still. It's Jinggg as well, holding down that drop with the showstopper in his hand. The rifle, enough to find two.
Jinggg has nade for that.
Here's a lockdown, nade, rebounds, war bang, Boostio. He's pushing the issue. He's forcing a fight right to them. Shock darts, clearing close. Not the best weapon for the job. Dart round the side, tags onto cgrs, pushing down with the shorty. Here's the molly, sails over, orbital strike still around us. They're not going to be able to get half. EG pushed off of this one, has enough time, it being purchased all the way through here. I think they've realized it. The job has to be done. Tap onto it, there's the ult force through. The time has run out. mindfreak claiming that kill. Boostio sight line of Boostio, and there it is. Striking back, no damage done. Narrowly missing with that shot, but the dart's waiting for them. Side is compromised. Deep onto the angle, off the dart. That's going to be Boostio swinging, and just look at how good the supportive utility is. We sing the praises of EG all day long. Ethan and Com, they're the difference makers on this map.
But remember the clock. There's only 40 seconds right now. Devi's miles away in terms of a position to use his lockdown, and even so, I don't think Demon 1 would even commit the ult. This is falling to pieces, looking like a 9-3.
Shots fired, Boostio still maintains his cool, watching every angle, and yet they are losing it. It's fallen to pieces, it's scraps, it's up to Devi, but you're working against everything. Two ults, your position, they are hunting for you. The orbital strike to clear out.
There's another look as to how the pistols are going to go this series as well.
Okay, good answer. An attempt to follow through and follow up. jawgemo with the satchels as well, just to see if he can catch that timing. The back heels are forsaken though.
Look how fast the A-Hall's flank is.
Left alive on 52. Health they've lined up for him. That's 3 in a round now. He's gone for the ace. The shots are fired. Damage is done, and there's the follow-up. Like you said earlier, Josh. It's that A-Hall's.
Aggressive without throwing it away.
Well, here we go. Talk about aggression. Smoke in his face. No angle cleared. Crossfire set up with Timmy the turret. But Boostio's feeling the heat now, isn't he?
He really is.
They've been really trying to clear him out of this. The reactions are just sublime. Boostio responding in kind to every challenge he was facing. There were fights taken, evened out across the board here, but it ends with just mindfreak left alone in the 1v3. Heavy boot steps, they know exactly where he is. Flash and a repeat. Here's a standard play from PRX, so they go for this tunnel control to stun and a refight, the reclaim of this one. Com was playing just in a tucked position, but he's dealt with. The aim is nasty good from mindfreak.
They have to worry about Boostio here. It's all good PRX being aggressive and getting the kills, but if they leave gaps like this, Boostio could still be a thorn in their side. cgrs is somewhat aware of it. He keeps looking back in this direction.
Smoke dropped down for Boostio to play in as well. He's tucked towards this one.
cgrs is not hard holding this. Okay, now with the smoke down, he's thinking about it. He's still worried about tower and tunnel. All down to Boostio, and at this point, surely the timing's gone for him.
Yes, smoke face, they spotted him out. Respect showcased. Sails Rider through and across. This is a reaction from EG. They choose to use the rolling thunder. Devi was stunned up, and yet he hits that. But Com, he does return fire. And he has A little bit more even. Drone tagging onto Forsaken, yet still claims the kill. Flash in their face. Cacophony of utility. Sweeping across the map. This way and that. Here's the lockdown now. An attempt to get a bit of a breather in the moment. Lockdown used into tower. Team 1 hears it. No amount of fancy movement will save Forsaken from that one. So space has been cleared all the way through. mindfreak and Jinggg, they can't afford to play under the site, but as it was actually destroyed there somehow, but...
Yeah, Jingg's used his nade for it by the look of things.
Right at the tail end, there's a satchel play up towards the top. Alarm bot, how is he managing that? He knows what a second player is. Util caught out in the open. Ethan normally so good for it. It's just up to Demon 1, and here's a familiar state of affairs, isn't it? Orbital strike, denying the first tap. But now the showstopper. Jinggg going to be using it. One ultimate for it, smoked off onto the defuse, but he's perfectly finds it. Stopping the defuse, half not gained. Jinggg realized.
That has got to be a reaction to Jinggg taking those kills through tower.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure it was turned around as soon as Demon 1 won the round.
Grouped up, EG, they have immediately struck back. Spray through, spray down. cgrs will only gain the 2.
I have the spike.
And yeah, it felt like we just exited that replay and suddenly we're met with this scenario, a 1v3.
Yeah, a wild clash on the south side, and Devi is left stunned quickly, 30 seconds in a 1v3. The question being, does he even go for this? They don't have a large loss bonus. Forsaken, cgrs, and Devi would be able to buy next round. That extra gun might be the difference maker.
But he feels like he has to go for it. It's 11-7. Can't let EG grab up all the way to map point. He has money in his back pocket. Taking away the guns would be quite useful. Trying to find one of the fights as well. At least tucks himself. I just see a brawl take place. Lots of ults. Here we go. Hunter's Fury. Showstopper. Let loose. Jinggg close to the corner, but the Hunter's Fury is doing work. Clears out the close corner. Jinggg will fall. So no raised players on either side. Take a breather and a step back now. Reassess the situation. Boostio gaining some ground towards drop, and as there's that re-exploration, mindfreak was hunting for some information. He pays for it with his live. Divido does catch that lurk round. I have to try and stop this towards halls. The smokes have been dropped. Door open. Again contacting, slowing it down. 50 seconds left, and they're going to be facing it with the firing line. Devi, he will fall. cgrs.
Forsaken's got to capitalize on this for PRX to win.
Catching the contact, here's the ult, does he let it rip? Yes, he does. Scatters across onto the side, 2 players connected, but so does it onto Forsaken. He's stunned up.
He ran into it.
No
he was
chance.
Trying to capitalize, at least it's bought time. They know it's going to end A. No, Forsaken's worried about it going towards B right now.
It's chaos. It's the fast rotation back over towards it, but EG slowly tightening the net. Util to clear out close to the site. Everything being expended. cgrs and Forsaken, they've doubled up. It's a high-low setup here. Time running so damn short. First kill granted to him. Close to default. Aftershock pushing him wide out into the open. No bullets left. It's a 1-2 face as well. They have to try and collect these kills. Pushing them all the way down. cgrs, he's done not enough. It's Ethan who closed it all out. The kills
Possible here. They don't have the Killjoy, they don't have snake bites. This is a very weak C site.
Trailblazer combined with the Boombot. All being utilized together here. A couple of detonations, but the Nano Swarm delays them. Over the top, gonna be Dizzy. Paranoia used in response to it. Cage cuts them up though on well, KG. They managed to swarm into position, left up to just Jinggg. It's a solo player here towards the back of the side. Yeah, he might have a friend. Just a bit of poking and prodding. The rest of EG are exploring deep into mid here. Forsaken was the one who's left to really contain that. A deeper push through. The A side's going to be gained for them, and gathered now pushed up towards the deeper angles. Again, back pit, another fight to be taken. Forsaken so low, the damage to the wall is just spotted. Still Boostio, lay it down. Going to be able to finally take him out. Yes, they are.
mindfreak not caught by the Trailblazer. Able to take down jawgemo.
Ethan just opting into
10 seconds.
saving. Little door being broken on top of it. Gathering space and time here. Seeing if they can take the fight to Boostio. Well, it is traded. It's labored. It's strained.
It's
right
a good
into
trade,
B.
but there goes the ult.
Yeah, ult going to be missing. Trailblazer to set this one up as well. Spamming right down that angle. Com almost collecting a kill. They've gained space onto the site. With Boostio falling, all that util is faded. Ethan, he knows he's being pushed. Page in his face, Forsaken just trying to get out of there. It's getting awkward. Plan's still going to go down. Put themselves into the post-plant situation. This flank, it's occurring as well. It's mindfreak versus jawgemo. It's an important one. It's going to define quite a bit. But the rest of his team puts the squeeze on. mindfreak collects that kill. He's going to remove all the danger from one of the extremities. Ethan, good adjustment with the aim yet.
Similar kind of setup.
Players matching him though. That's a satchel play and a peek from Demon 1. He does land it. jawgemo fully blinded up, jumping into the wall like a broken AI. It's going to be met though. Trying to offset it still. What a reaction and what a flick from Demon 1 still. Someone below him. He does not adjust the aim. It's not there in time. So 3 players left standing here for PRX. Boostio, the timing through the smoke. He's facing the opposite way. He was waiting for the flash timing, potentially hearing that util being used.
I know the EG guys were utility because they know that EG aren't contesting it.
Cam deep, Boostio's tagged Paranoia. They want to chase down this kill. Forsaken is eager for it. Already, what a shot! Reaction to that one, adjustments. Just the micro movements of the mouse. Have to give him the kill. Com, he's left to try and hold back. Again, this unrelenting pressure. He knows that there's a team building up behind him. Noise cut as well. Makes it feel like they could have just been walking themselves into B, but now as the door opens up, Trailblazer through along with a showstopper. Vulnerable up. Okay, Com deals with the first piece, but they're already into the side. Out wide, mindfreak wins his fight. Ethan towards the back, and he has claimed 2. Brought them down to their knees. Blinded up though, jawgemo. He's opened up wide, and this is an adjustment made still. The spike is out in the open.
And Ethan knows it.
Yeah. He's given up the space. Playing to give out. Him and Demon 1 can hear the tap of the plant.
Spike planted.
No theft back online. That's Forsaken. Again, doing damage and doing work. It's going to be spotting out these players. So they want to go for a play here. Devi is close to the flash. He backs away. Playing together now. Knowing that they doubled up. Dashed. Breaks up. One of the crosshair placements and sight lines. They know that Forsaken's up onto Heaven, and they pick the timings just well enough, but maybe Demon 1 can do something with this. So now they work their way over towards B. EG growled into the corner onto one of the extremities. Cage to get them in and cross up. Again, a potential sight line where somebody could be there. Jinggg, have you overstepped your boundaries? It's the 1-2 punch with the rest of his team, and they have toppled down. It's 3 versus 3. Devi left to hold down that mound control, so there's no attempt at the flank, but the lockdown is in play. And do they have anything to break this one? It doesn't look likely. Have to give it up. Can't play this one together.
Serious opportunity for EG.
The positioning now of these players, it should be more predictable. Smoke onto the defuse. Boostio should be granted half. mindfreak has found the first. Half onto the defuse. Time has been bought. Here onto Heaven, though. Last minute. Going to be hurting for that practice, that scrim time here. Forsaken seeking to, again, disrespect, just drag that util out of them, but mindfreak does fall. Forsaken, no. He's not happy to give anything up, is he? He's alone when he's taking these fights.
Yeah, he's going to be so aggressive on the lurk in these kind of situations. mindfreak went for something hyper-aggressive too. There was pressure towards A and C, so he decided just to go in on B through the Killjoy utility.
Deeper's jump spot, that baits in the push from Forsaken.
And this is going to be so hard to play without your smokes.
Lambot notifying them. Nade clears it out again. Familiar play that we've seen once before. Demon 1. He's going to do so much here. Showstopper from Jinggg out into the open. Misses the rocket wide. cgrs plan from the wingman. Dodging of the flash towards the back of the side. He's claimed the first. 2 more to deal with. Spike planted. Demon 1.
For EG, how they're holding on to door control. mindfreak going for an over-aggressive play in B, realizing that they were
contacting. It's the name of the game. One-way smoke, but now eventually with the util brought back online, here's a nade over the top with the showstopper. Not quite the showstopper, but the satchels at least to take up all of that space and ground. jawgemo was trying to TP onto the high ground to see if he can get a bit of a punish, but a bit of a whiff. And spike has been planted, so into the post plan we go with PRX. Couple of layers to it. Jingg's going to be the first one to receive, and well, look at that, shut down immediately.
He looks so sharp.
Towards the back of the side, can they remove him? They can indeed, but they have so much more to get through. Towards the connector, Boostio's doing a decent job of things. He's already found his way onto the side, into the connector. He goes, half of the defuse, sticking it through. Boostio, he will not be denied, and EG collect themselves a nice little round. Fresh in his hands. Unleash now, paving the way to try and take this side up, but already lots of players grouped up. EG, 3 of them. It's PRX who want to try and take it in a different direction. Good paranoia. Cuts his way across, no kill to be claimed. Spike still planted again. It's not a good spot for it, really. You can't really spam from this angle. Seeker's in his face. Com, well, he's granted it. Near side, it does not matter. Judge in hand. Shotguns versus shotguns. And Com claiming 2. Towards the side now. Needs to be a fight taken. Good trade, but Demon 1 is instantly there. He's low, though. Has to back away. Someone has to get on his defuse. It's Ethan facing away. Back to the wall. Spam onto the corner. Will he go down? Will he fall? He will. EG to drag it even. PRX, though, they'd love to have a chance and an answer back here. Cam's going to be spotting them. Tap onto the plan. In fact, a full committal as well. Nade being used. Dizzy in their face. Nobody can see a bloody thing. And somehow, it's mindfreak who comes out with the kill. Lots of damage being done. An attempt now and a call to flood right back out of this one. Com joining with the rest of his team. Got this crossfire set up. mindfreak has opened up the door. Inside the smoke, he has hunted out and sniffed out. Ethan is there. Wingman to the side, seeking the defuse. Demon 1 has to try and put the pressure out. He has to swing wide to try and break this one, but he cannot claim it. Still holding this paranoia, and here it is. Sails through. Vulnerable duck in his face. TP's back out again. An idea and approach. These trips, will anybody be able to play off of it? Satchel to the side. It is latching onto them still. It's brute force. It's the name of the game for EG. Get themselves in, and the pit is down at their feet. Ethan covering the fire just as it blooms. An attempt, a chance, but Forsaken only the one.
And I believe they're planted outside the pit there. Maybe I miss Zor.
Well, maybe a chance for them. Devi is low, though. Can't quite get the crosshair on the target. Devi revealing his position. Bit of spam into the corner. 8 bullets left with the Bulldog. Just an impossibility with the Viper's pit in his face.
God,
look
what
at
a
that gap
setup
as well with the pit. I mean, there's a slightest gap there for Boostio to play in. Com adjusts the internal timer cgrs's head, but Orb gains. Seekers pushing forwards. Boostio, he fell in the middle of all of this. He was lurking out towards the back line. Demon 1 is there. Takes care of cgrs, the lone player, onto the site. Plant to go down. Let's see how this post plant gets played.
Forsaken's just missed his cam, I think. He was trying to use it to clear out Com, or at least to give him some information.
Forsaken feels like there could be a player lurking through the main choke. It's an important fight to take. 3 players of PRX roofed up now. Here's Forsaken through, does not expect it, so taken care of. And now, the entirety of EG can set their sights towards the back of the site. Nade sails over the top. Devi finds the first onto just Com. Satchel plays in, but time is starting to run really short here. Demon 1 still locking it down from the tree. Angle flash in their face. Backed around. Satchel's top to supplement. Gets some of that space towards A. Deep dart as well. Boostio was tagged up. Plenty of time, apparently, to adjust your aim enough and brings down mindfreak. So, into the front of the site we go for EG. Clearing this one out. They don't know if the back of the site is compromised. Still going to have to potentially clear that one up, but just giving it up for now. Plant's going to go down. Nothing to dissuade it. Forsaken on the high ground. Not the best weapon for the job, is it, with the Odin? He's aiming for the heads, but almost gets taken down in response. And here's Thrash. You might start to see it really pay off here. Any sort of detainment will be nice. Spam onto the corner. Ethan, he brings down Jinggg, but detained. So, 1-for-1 trade. Players posted up. Far back angles. How do they approach this one with the defuse? They still have the wingman. Possibly get themselves onto it. That is beautiful. The Neuro theft that sets them up in the paper mache walls. They fall to pieces. Gotta brush it off though in these big moments. Here we go. Fight taken with the flash and a nade. Pushing them back once they realize that mound control. Oh, it's not quite there. And the Blade Storm's sailing right over the head. Is mindfreak still alive? Him and Devi making it a painful exit. EG left scampering.
Uncommon.
Yeah. Tanking 2 of the flashes. TP across, setting it up with a jump spot. Devi looking for that information. Punish with the attack side up, so finally revealed.
And that'll be a surprise for PRX too. The operator coming out.
Not expecting it.
Where are EG going with this? 45 seconds. It's time for a lockdown. And it looks like they're going to take B control.
Lockdown, door opens up, an attempt to try and punish this one. There's a fight being taken as well, punishing it all over towards Mound. Jinggg is there. He's going to hold on, shots right through the wall. Lockdown's going to be getting off here. Fight needs to be won. Backing away with the satchels. No players detained, and the site is theirs. Viper's pit. Drop through. Wallbang spam angles. They got lineups on lineups for days, but Demon 1 will put down any sort of funny business with the very funny gun. No chance in hell. Demon 1 is ripping off heads and taking names off the list, isn't he? Single-handedly making this one winnable.
It's a great game plan from EG too. Looked like cgrs was going to be difficult for them to deal with over by Rubble. They just ignore him completely. I like the patience, too, that EG demonstrated in this round. Jinggg was a constant problem for them. And so they dealt with all of the supportive elements. Seaside not going to be contested early. Instead, the clash at Rubble.
Oh my!
And it's Boostio's op that comes out on top.
It's a flash over the top that was not detted. cgrs was trying to play anti-flash. That's why he's back towards all of them. Trip's going to be cleared
Sacrificial
out.
trailblazer just goes to take the trip. And now that forces PRX to go for info peaks.
Not what you want to do when you're up against the operator.
Not at all. Boostio's on such an aggressive, risky angle here, though.
Man. I mean, he spots it, and there it is. Another one for the collection. Now when he opened, though, he had util in his hands, and the cage cut him up from the rest of his team. There was no follow-up. Forsaken tucks himself into the corner.
No way.
Into the box. Is this going to get cleared? Some level of foresight. It's there, and a re-swing. Spammable through the box. Demon 1 dashes forwards. Maybe not intended, jawgemo. He's got his back. Coverage in the moment. 40 seconds in the round. Plenty of time to take a breather, but they opt to take the spike and get the plant anyway. It's Devi left in that 1v2.
Giving away his position with the flash.
Yeah, and he's only got the op to do it. Smoke in his face. Paranoia. Sensory deprivation. Doesn't know where they are. Silent drop down. Still contacting. I don't think they saw him cross here, but there's so much to watch for. Yeah, Devi's got util, but does he choose to use it? Ult popped off.
Clearing back
through into the back. It's pinged out. I think they know the Devi's here. Tap onto it. It's a weird plant location. Door rotates. He hears it. The footsteps perfectly sound busy. Information gathered. That collects onto a cacophony of players. All grouped up. Beautiful work. And they have absolutely turned EG into mincemeat.
We were wondering how on earth they were going to stop EG from picking up that final ult orb, and I've never seen a play like that.
Yep, dizzy through the tiniest of margins, over the top, into the ceiling. Mindfreak. He's got to put a stop to this one. Smoke lets them cross in. Paranoia up. There's no real time to play with. Through the smoke, Comstall lands the shot, but where is the spike? It's in his hands, and he needs to plant it now.
He's just saved them.
Time running so damn short, but I think they've just got enough to extend it. Brought it into it. Yeah, here's the post plant. Ob still in the hands of Demon 1. Here's another one. Right for him, pushing deep into the spawn now, over the top, over the heads, Dizzy, lands Jinggg, he hasn't spotted it. Ships in the night, Commerce lurks right behind them, and they are none the wiser, clearing out everything. I cannot believe it. It's planted for him. A tap, he knows it. Com may have just made a massive play. One to save the map, a tap onto it, misses the shot, no bullets. Has to go for the reload, another tap, forcing it, snakebite, doesn't know if it connects, has to be a wide face, half onto the defuse, it's shut. That's it, precipice for the map. PRX, only one step away, out in the open. Boostio does not know which way to stand.
And that's the lockdown gone.
Yep.
Made to look silly, foolish by PRX.
And they left scrambling into the sight lines. Devi with the operator, straight down mid. It's EG that are being picked apart here, looking for any available option. You go one way, it's an operator, you go the other way. It's a cypher setup. Cross-section of wires in the traps. All you gotta do is drop down and you're going to be punished. Showstopper around the side. Ethan's there. jawgemo forwards. Can they really make something of this? Trailblazer around the side. It catches onto mindfreak. And of course the punish is there. How has this turned? No reactions inside jawgemo. Taking matters into his own hands. For the map. They want to see the extension in play. cgrs pushing through the smoke. There's instant.
I mean, the traps have worked.
But what are they hunting for? Flash, wide face, and swing, it's collected. Well, it's just about landing.
And come too slow. That one just taken off for timing. They were hoping to take contact early, didn't, decide to re-clear it anyway.
What a way to get rewarded with one of the very few rifles you really had, maybe. There's a chance now. Big player advantage. The Demon 1 falling. A lot of the initiative that's going to be in this round is going to be taken away from them. You don't have your jet player.
It's not a disaster just yet. They have lockdown Seekers to work with.
Seekers, Ethan, trying to make this one feel like an A-hit. Breaking through the door, following up behind it. It's not too much else pushed up behind. Only the Seekers, though, they have pulled players all the way into spawn. I mean, PRX are just collected there. It's like the round's just begun, man. 30 seconds remaining, and it's the double back, the double fake. EG are running right into this one. It's being read by PRX with the Seekers of their own. It's spelled out disaster. Lockdown. It has to be used to clear this one forwards. Plant. An opportunity and a chance to Saken. Seeking to take the timing, but he's going to be punished.
Comms holding their back.
All the way further, all the way back towards Rubble. Punishing onto Divide. And here's the Thresh now. Has to try and get some sort of detainment, but it's a scattering of players. EG not giving him a glimpse, not giving him a chance. 2 left standing here. No more rifles. Smoke's dropped down. Mindfreak seeking to clear through. Defuse started by the wingman, but no damage, not enough done. The shorties, they break it down. Half on a defuse, maybe an opportunity, but no.
Still utility here. I don't think he did this once.
Double door here. Boostio's just trying to get his eyes on the traces. Bit of counter spam maybe in order, but no kills to be found, no damage either. The nanoswarms are already being cleared. It's the bait and switch, and they wait out the util. Here's a satchel play. What is that? You can always count on Jinggg, and he has just broken apart the defense in the blink of an eye. Movement so clean. jawgemo seeking to deny. There's the plan. Disrupted with 2 kills there, dodging off the showstopper. Nedir at his feet, round to the corner. Jinggg. Wingman, round to the side. That's a snake bite. Meant to try and push back this aggression. This time, everything is contained.
This time they're ready for it. The incredible PRX trap ends up biting them instead.
Kills collected. Mindfreak pushing through the smoke though. Risks have to be taken. TP was heard, spamming into the smoke. Which direction did you really want to go in here though? See the diligence, just using that util against the box there, onto the close corners in case somebody was hiding.
They know the positioning of Mindfreak roughly. He gave it away with the paranoia about 5 seconds ago.
30 seconds left, Josh. They're going into B here, into the connector. Jinggg, he hasn't been dealt with. Still has a nade and a satchel. Jinggg, he's pushing forwards into them. He's taking a second kill away from. Satchel's still there. Nade on top, 20 seconds remaining. It has to be a quick pivot, but right into the arms and sightline of Mindfreak. Blinded up, does not matter. Still is the shots. Spike, drop behind the wall. Time running short. Still only 12 seconds. jawgemo, he cleans him up. He's carving out a path. Maybe onto the site themselves. Com, he needs to get this plan down with only 5 seconds left. Brought down, stunned out. Com has to stick it. A rocket wall close. Jinggg is a monster. Trailblazer getting away with so much in the moment. Trailblazers exchanged. Little nade into the corner. A lot of damage being done. There's going to be the healing sight. Flash on top of it. It's all being collected. Util combo together to earn any sort of advantage.
But a good pushback from Mindfreak, who manages to trade out a kill and leave EG on defense without their initiator that can grab information for them. Oh, jawgemo's trying to find a timing. He's just heard them all run away.
Yep, close to the corner though. That's going to be watched for by Divide. Shuts it down. No funny business. No lurk timings to be gathered and gained, and it's left to PRX to readjust and reassess actually the situation they're in here. They're like, okay, we've got a player advantage. Maybe they hear the drop. Even one falling to the ground. Fortunate timing. Couldn't really stand his ground and take the fight yet. Com, he does deliver. Snakebite dropped down on top of it. There's going to be that collapse and combined pressure. 20 seconds now onto rope, onto the ramp, I should say. Flash. Try and at least gain them a bit of ground, but have dropped down. Spike in the hands of cgrs. It's a mad dash to try and get over to the B site.
10 seconds left.
8 seconds left. Plant. Plenty of time to at least tap it into the sights now with a Trailblazer. Sent towards the choke. Not actually broken. Double satchels. Whoa! Flashes. This is all over the place. Forsaken. He's going for more.
What? Incredible play, and Defy on the lurk. Coming up through mid, picks off Demon 1, but only just managed to avoid getting assassinated by a flying Judge Jet player.
Jinggg might have overstepped himself though, he's fallen. To Heaven brought it into that 2 versus 2. cgrs left to hold on to this one angle. Com doesn't clear it. Not appropriately at least. Buying time, Boostio left alone here. Has to make footsteps though, and he feels it. Time ticking away. cgrs to pull. Double satchel play. Jingg's already in their face. Trailblazer on the back. Stunned up. Where's the punish? Satchel making a mark. No way. jawgemo was hoping to punish that. He's brought down anyway. Here we go. Lurk timings. Be careful. Got to be certain of this one. Could not adjust it with a spray down. So Com grabbing the one, but eventually brought down. Players enough and abound. This is brought to a 2 versus 2.
Big timing from Boostio there. And he's watching for Jinggg.
Oh, Jinggg still wins it. duels, man. He's so keen and eager to take them.
And even when you know he's coming, it doesn't mean you can stop him.
Yeah. The crosshair placement was good in that instance still. Looks like we seen quite a lot of action, but still 50 seconds remaining in the round. Only a time to slow it down. Nade allows mindfreak to cross into the site, into the corner, gets that plant down.
But Jinggg chooses not to. Jingg's hiding in hell.
And he's just spotted. Come, no way! What a pre-fire. Comes brought it to a 1 versus 1. And takes the fight to him!
With all ultimates on board.
Yeah, it's a weird buy into it. They want to take a fight straight to them with the knives that's beamed down. Boostio couldn't see much. He was blinded. Tucked into the corner, stunned up. There is that punish in sight. Of course, Jinggg is the follow-up. It's that 1-2 punch. Classic PRX style. Seeker's leading the way now to a potential easy opening. Ethan.
He's stopped the plants.
He has. He's denied that one. Demon 1 containing as well into the spawn. It's bought them time with the showstopper. Cosmic Divide there. Lighting him up into the corner. mindfreak cannot withstand it. Device left alone. Spikes in the middle of nowhere. Tucked deep. Ult's going to be fading away. Wall is up. Just to try and fake like he could be lurking here, but this is just being watched for. Jiggle peek by Ethan. There's the whoop a second. That's really a full purchase from PRX, but a smoke to cut them across again. Going back to the fast place, dash into the smoker, pulls the counter, and what a counter it is! Bait them in, strike them back, hammer and anvil style. The two entry players, I mean, Jinggg and Forsaken, they can get nothing done. The pathing there, dropping down into hell. There was a pull prior, and at this point, it's just...
Here on the line, they've got a bait and switch set up now, too.
Bait and switch. There's the dash active. They're not going to expect Boostio close to the corner. Gliding right past. He spotted him on the minimap. Can Boostio get out alive? Not quite. Traded. Forsaken. He's in their face. It's the updraft dash play again, but again, not anticipating Demon 1. Brings down the opposites. Jet
Brent, also,
Jet.
CGRS is in screens.
he managed
The
this?
PRX have gotten everywhere.
Pushed in deep onto the corner. I mean, as expected, there was a jump spot, I believe, by Ethan. They seem to know that there could have been this chance and this timing.
But surely not this deep.
No, I don't think he realizes he's crossed, does he? It's a hard clearance. Not enough to get the shots onto it, and the satchel is nice, so jawgemo's set up for the trade. Aim wasn't reset in time.
Are the gods favoring you today
Let's
with the
see.
spray into the pit?
Yeah, seen many of these rounds. Blazestorm being committed. Over the top with the updraft. Looking for a 3-2-1 entrance right into it, into the corner. Updraft all over the place. Twists and turns in the round, into the corner. Divide. If they manage to get the 5, but they'd have to win out the rounds from here.
And it's still not an amazing half, was more my point.
Big flash, jawgemo. Last attempt, a chance to punish again. The exact same play. Demon 1 though, this time playing inside the smoke to punish it. Fool me once, shame on you. Still, they run forwards into the site, and the util is clearing all the corners. Jawgemo caught out in the open. Cosmic Divide cuts up the angles. Demon 1 still there. Crouch peek yet. Well, how does he have the presence of mind to clear it still? I just don't know with this guy, but he is quite an insane player.
Look at the setup, though, in the post plant. Barely anybody on site. Doubled up like it's a backstab in heaven.
Yeah, up into heaven here. They clear out the one player that was playing onto the site, but can they deal with these again? Onto the heaven players. It's up to mindfreak. Does he have a pull for the plan? Looks like there's one.
But Com is ready
out.
for his positioning. Oh, they try the body block.
Yeah, body block this one. mindfreak still on heaven. He could do a lot here. He's landed it. Enough kills found. 25 health, though. Does he take the bait? It was tapped. He doesn't swing. Boostio, absolute balls of steel from mindfreak. Swinging wide. Boostio gets half. Not enough time. Dash is now active, though. They want to go off of this as a snipe bait at their feet. Jinggg, their second thoughts on it. The pull was also expended here. Boostio is dodging. Utility flying into his face, but does he realize it? No. Forsaken was already on the line. A counter flash play, dropping down. Ethan's there. It's a 3-2-1 face.
Spike down.
He's broken in the midst of it. Beautiful stuff by Forsaken. Liberties with the positioning, and it should be a 7-5 at this point.
You want to fight it?
Cosmic Divide. It's let loose. They're trying to fake the A presence here of all of their players, but the Viper's Pit is going to be bogging them down. The goal is to try and take this one. Seekers. Does feel like a lot of heavy presence here, but now they hear it. Right into the open com. That was a miracle kill. He needed that one. Shuts down Jinggg with a showstopper, still maintains the pit. And it is this huge obstacle that's just waiting right in them.
But this whole thing was supposed to be a fake so that CGRS could take the spike with Devi into A. And Devi's called, rotators leaving, CGRS. Don't commit to B, come back to the A site. Boostio's stuck in a really weird position again.
Yeah, he's so worried about being pinched. He knows that Heaven was compromised. The choke on top of it. Deep flash into the back of the side. Boostio has the smoke at the choke, pushing through. Timing needed to be taken. He's got the spike down. It's going to be a cool mate. Spots out Divide. Repositions now. 50 health to his name. It's still not necessary. Not when a team's got his back. Mindfreak. Last alive. EG. They've done magic in this.
Repush this area, knowing that Forsaken could have been playing there, and the pinch comes through from Vent.
Yep, cgrs just none the wiser towards it. It's up to Forsaken to hold down the choke point. Flash, it's dodged for now. Slight corner that he can play in. He's to hold it back, and he does kick out Ethan. That's a spike drop down. Isolating that one. Jinggg, in the meantime, the rest of his team refighting and retaking that Heaven control. jawgemo towards the back here. Not shying away from it. Mindfreak eager to take the fight. Ground given up.
Only Boostio left in an impossible situation, surely.
Smoke propped up now. Jinggg was pushing in front of this. Pull.
Does he know that Forsaken is going to be on this timing behind him? It looks like he's aware.
Idea of it, yeah, but across there's not a pull towards the one side, a smoke on the other. Forsaken! Oh, he strikes, lands it. Demon 1 brought down.
What a pick. And remember, if Forsaken does die, he's still got Bladestorm for next round. So it's not even that much of a gamble. But it's the right kind of risk that really introduces something that EG won't have been expecting, I don't think.
What kind of call has been made here? Some form of utility was sent flying. A lot of players scampering on PRX's defensive setup.
They're worried about this Viper wall, I think, that Comms laid down, and trying to get info behind it. They realize they need to make a push into B main, or at least see if anyone's over there. Oh!
Forsaken.
I mean, Forsaken had a lineup there with the operator. jawgemo's never favored.
Yeah, still Forsaken 4, so the operator taken out of the mix. And again, noise has been cut. 40 seconds remaining. EG happy to slow it all the way down here.
They're looking to try and bait out an info play, but it's happening in B main, where there's no one on EG ready to collect.
Info gathered. Flash is going to be gathering that. Now fast. Playing through here. Jinggg, he pushes forwards. Past a lot of this utility. Here's the footsteps. Now they're going to start running towards him. Damage is definitely done. Satchel's at work. Marshall spam. It's all laid on top of each other. It's raining lead right through the choke. An exchange of the guns is left up to it, but with only 12 seconds remaining, jawgemo, he's got so much to do and not enough time.
They pulled off the comeback at this point.
Yeah, bring it back into with the op purchase. Jinggg is shut down. Just trying to hold back onto the rope. That was a stinger in his face. Classic little play that you see with a double duelist.
And now cutting noise a little, waiting for that push. With Boostio on the other side of the map too.
Before the wall even goes up.
Everybody getting caught.
There with the op. Oh my, updraft, got to escape it. Nade at his feet, through the smoke. Showstopper's been earned. Into the side, into the corners. That damage done, not enough for a kill. With the shorty, yeah. Trusty sidearm. cgrs punching any would-be attackers onto his position.
And Demon 1, he knows roughly where cgrs is. Last known location of mindfreak in B. That's what he's working with.
Oh my.
He's not going to expect mindfreak to be this aggressive, I don't think, in Heaven. But mindfreak has to make a noise.
Yeah. Sound cue, something. He might bait the drop. Dash is there, gets info. Demon 1. Does he hear it? The drop down. Not too certain.
He's going for the
it out
one-taps.
anyway. Going for the one taps. 3 HP. Why not? He's got the confidence for it. Smoke cut up the one angle. Now holds it. It's a bit of a gamble. 9 bullets left. Mindfreak. Left reeling. You have the confidence to take the fight. He's definitely got the health advantage, and with a swing like that. Satchel's at work again. jawgemo seeking to have a bit of a repeat. It's literally a repeat of the round that he did prior. This time, knives at play, at work, updraft, over the top. Divide is punished. cgrs trying to play anti-flash. What a shot to hit for Boostio. Cheeky upgrade, rifle in his hands. We are down, I mean, it's the first 20 seconds of this round.
EG choosing to fight fire with fire. Increasing the pace instead of decreasing it. Makes sense on an eco.
And this is shortly spotted, close to the corner into hell. There's no actual trade inside, but eventually it comes through. Portion being played. Oh, here we go. Another showstopper with the pull. Oh, real damage being done. Still, dash, disengaging. Close to the corner here with the stinger. It's brought down. jawgemo seeks to respond. Spam through the smoke. cgrs beaming him down. Ethan He's trying to push through. Just the fire rate that was coming towards him there, but it's left to just these two. The slow play. EG, the ones who are being picked apart. There's the rifle, it's swapped around. Leaving the operator out in the open. Seekers clearing a bit of a path.
Demon has to be worried about the push here.
Oh, and he didn't expect it! Towards the box, no, it's the back of his head, it's not watched for. jawgemo collects that kill. Over the top of the wall, Demon 1. There's a chance for him to get a kill, maybe equalize it to a 4 versus 4, but had to back away here, down to that minute mark.
And Jingg's looking towards B Heaven in that situation because he's following where Ethan's Trailblazer went.
Great time for a Viper's Pit. This is really going to bog down the choke.
And how do you get through this?
Well, maybe from behind. jawgemo has gained a bit of control. Forsaken. Look at him. Not favor taking that fight. I mean, taking a ton of damage onto the angle, still set up, crouch peeking, just wants to disrespect them into B main, and it has funneled everybody up through mid. The space was gained by jawgemo. They want to go around the Viper's Pit. They don't want to fight through it, but if you leave him up, Divide, it's going to be more than a thorn in their side, man. He could be the difference maker to you winning the round. Ethan cleans him up, takes him out there. jawgemo attempt to punish this one. Forsaken swings into it, denying it here with the plant at least. Will go down, so time no longer becoming a bit of a problem. Still, Cosmic Divide. Across the site, Viper's Pit of their own, now dropped down. Tons of ults being committed into this one. Jump spot with a shorty. The shot missing just ever so slightly. Demon 1 holding it towards the corner. Again, it's going to come down to a bit of luck of the draw. Spam, maybe. Can they work their way into the pit? Can they try and bring it down? 2 versus 2. Off to the side here. It's up onto an angle, but who knows who's utils whose? Nade into the side, that's a satchel to punish, but such quick reactions. Forsaken! He's a menace! 2 players brought down, a dash reset. He's got it active once more in case he does want to take another peek of things, but just backs away, content to hold the choke.
That is absolutely disgustingly good from Forsaken. The jump repeat back onto the angle to diff Demon 1, and cgrs just holds for info, backs up. Playing his life. Snakebite denies the Trailblazer here, giving Com a little opportunity, but it's still a 3v5.
All off the back of Forsaken.
What a time for a hero play like that.
Still holding on to the Heaven position. That angle, he opened himself up to it. It was wallbangable, he's weak. He's still holding it though. Hasn't given up this space, which means his team can try and help him out, support him out. 35 seconds roughly left in the round. Got a side set onto A, but they need an opening. They need it now. Divide still pushing him back. That was his snake bite. Drop down onto the corner. Forsaken. What is that? Spraying him through. Again, it's the long migration, the big wraparound. Time to shore up the defensive towards B as mid is completely given up. Dash forwards, up into Heaven. Util expended, exchange. Another smoke to try and get them in. Demon 1, he's so smart with this. Does buy them that space towards the back. Mindfreak though, he's got to try and hold this one. Smoke away and afar. That's
Huge
2
play.
kills, massive from him. Still, they left to contain it. It's PRX leading through. 13 to 10, and they are leading this series.
Be long.
Let's see which one wins out. So the usual setup. We know this one if you've been watching a lot of the Americas. It's a bait and trap play. Snakebite over the top, lineup that collects. Vulnerable. That's a nade of their own. Molly over the top there. Enough damage done just from it. Jinggg is pulled out of position here, but it can't abound. jawgemo he's holding it. Util waiting for this now as the fight starts to come through onto the Heaven angle. Precision is name of the game, but a tap of the gun. The classic running out of bullets all the way through. Com gets brought down. Damage was done. Nanoswarm at his feet. You're feeling it right now. Turned to pieces. 11 seconds left in this round. Weak enough with the plant. This has to be stuck all the way. Pressure. It's there. Fighting towards it. cgrs brought down in the end. And Boostio
Just win the second round.
But yeah, and part of the reason why they're so successful is because they opt into these forces all the way through. Stingers into the back of it. This time jawgemo will meet them. All the way through, catching onto the heels of Commie, seeking to reposition. Vulnerable up. Enough damage done, but the bullets spraying around. Cove in his face. He can't get the weapon out in time. It's just punishments all over the place. Dissipation of the smoke. Grants an easy sight line. Ult's already built up. Why not expend it? Round 2, by the way. Round 2. And still hunted him down with a rifle, but blind as a bat.
I think PRX might be in front of it though.
And here, finally, noise cues onto the site. Stars come through, the dash on top of it. This is going to be called now, but there's no positioning to absorb any of this aggression. EG are all the way in spawn. Seekers, it's going to be pushing them back.
And there is a major retake ultimate. The Reckoning is fabulous in these kind of spots.
That's why PRX are in their spawn right now. They want to try and fight them to it. They're anticipating it. Here's the Reckoning. Do they push forward in time? They're all stunned up! A flash for a flash. Utils have to be used back and forth, back and forth. Which team will reign supreme? It looks like it's all EG! Boost! Yep, it's ingenious. It's meant to punish Forsaken with an updraft dash up into heaven. He likes to do this. We know this if you've been watching a lot of these Pacific VODs, but this time
so
again,
deep.
He's just contacting in still, trying to piece out where this util is. They really haven't given anything away. The dash is now not active, and Demon One is none the wiser. They thought it was going to be completely open, at least in terms of that side. He thought his teammate had his back. Nana Swarms now going to be activated, but still, the smoke's held. Bullets rattled, straining. The lockdown will not be detaining anybody. Everybody evacuating out of the way. Still, it's planted slightly to the side. Molly's going to be denying the first part of it. Spam onto the corner. Flash through. Ult popped off from Jinggg. He's blinded up though. Cannot see anything. Still gets a kill.
Boostio missed him!
What is going on? This is absolutely all over the place. Cove. Maybe the next tool to be used to try and find this one, but pushing it past, you have to try and fight close to them. Jawgemo, he's got half on it, pulled off a bit, already half, and timing has been bought. cgrs! Just by picking it up here.
This is such a stack.
Again.
This is so dangerous.
They're into the stack. Oh, they're gonna flash through the wall. It's used in kind, in turn, damage done, Device still alive! That is ridiculous.
And I think they baited Boostio in.
There was an idea behind it, a snake bite towards the back of the pillar, an attempt to punish through it, into it. Close to the corner though. Yeah, Boostio is just going to be holding that ground as well. No one's going to be crossing into his sight line.
And everybody going over to cgrs, who's really found the read at this point that EG are overstacking. This, of course, being an eco round, but on the previous too, we've seen many opportunities for cgrs to get deep because EG are leaning heavily one way or another. This time though, cgrs caught, and his positioning lets Demon One know instantly that he would have been calling the rotate back over.
Demon One is not wasting time, is he? Dash is there. Over to the side. Smoke. Here's the tap now. Plan. Potentially online through the window. Couldn't quite land that knife. Has to back away, and damage was done to him. The reposition is smart from mindfreak. Off to the side. It's going to be spotted out, though. There's one kill. There's the second. Actually, an order here with the knives in the hand of Forsaken. He's attempting to punish a high ground position that's deep onto the side while all this is happening. Jinggg, he was taking a fight straight to them. I'm not sure how that shot was found, but close to the corner means that they're not going to have any of this killjoy utility, and Demon, the operator, has now been spotted out. This has been found.
And this is why I'm saying Boostio is a bit of a swing player, because when he dies early like this, he can lose his team a game as well.
Seekers flash to the corner. All of this is intended to try and push them back.
How fortunate is that?
That was Forsaken fault.
Just a span through the smoke, I believe.
Yeah, a few bullets just landing. Luck of the draw with that one, but it's brought it even to 4 versus 4. And again, that heavy rotation, only this time a twist in it. EG, they do have some presence deep into mid. Tom was trying to be watching, actually, for this. That's a Trailblazer with immense value.
Sees everything, and Com can start sprinting on the flank.
Flash through the wall, Cosmic Divider. Jawgemo, tail in between his legs there, just still doesn't want to give up this ground. There's the cascade, takes the fights to them anyway. Bullets raining, scattered, punching through with the shorty. And now, of course, he's favored. Jump spot round with the movement. It's going to come down to the aim duels, and it has to be evened out
Really
that way.
grouped up, A split right from the start. They've got a plan.
Dimor misses the shot. Updraft. Dash, no longer available. Has to smoke his exit through. Jinggg wants to try and put the punish onto this one, put a bit of hurt into him. They run it back. Leading the charge, carves up an opening and a path for his team to follow up. Forsaken, he's so fast with it. He's walking through into the smoke, but he doesn't watch the angle, doesn't watch the corner. It's Ethan's job, and he does punish that overextension still. Locking down the mid-angles. Jawgemo will fall. A bit of a breakaway.
Everything
on
Boostio.
Boostio, 11 HP.
They know he's here.
Has to land the shot here, but the run and gun does it. Drops him. No more util now for this side to try and push back this plan. Still a minute left. Lockdown earned. cgrs, he opts to use it close to the corner.
Don't think Ethan can contest this particularly.
Maybe. Might go for it. Is there a window for him? Off the defuse, or off the plan here. Divide doesn't opt to stick this one, instead just trying to take the fight to them. One player detained up close, up top. That's Team 1's job now to try and contain this one and hold it, but he oversteps it again, walking forward. cgrs with 3, and Ethan, they know where he is. to leave him to his devices, just the turret to catch the contact behind.
There's a flank on a flank here. Jingg's coming through water too.
Yeah, and this is going to be, again, what Com was doing prior, the final level to it. It's a backbreaker. They're not going to expect Jinggg to be coming up behind. And cgrs, well, he's on for the ace tonight, at least that. No flip in sight, but util out in the hands of Comms.
That's why Demon One's holding this angle.
Yeah. Wall up, straight across. Here's a snake bite. And a swarm from behind. Here's the lockdown. Fuse caught into the corner. It's a common angle that you can spam. You can catch him. But a flash for a flash. You got to get out of there.
Good flash from Ethan to save Demon One.
Really nice. Supplementary utility just to peel him out. So, no casualties yet, but yet being the key word. Boostio, he's beaming them all down. 3 kills in the midst of it when his team needed it to do it.
This is slowly heading towards Demon One and Boostio.
Here, I've got your
All setups
trail.
there online. Forsaken, is he really seeking to try and get something done here? Alone onto the other side, other section, 38 seconds left. Nana Swarm's adapted.
He's done it.
Yeah, Forsaken, he's called the rotation and called that timing. And is there really space now for PRX to pivot and rotate and retreat? Yes, there is. I mean, they are out of there. The decision was made.
Look at Com. I mean, it doesn't really matter what cgrs does over here, because if Com drops the spike and finds a good timing, is he
could be
maybe going to
everything,
collect
man.
Forsaken?
He needs to stay alive.
cgrs is fighting World War III on the other side of things.
There's 2 players here, but really Com just has to be the difference maker to stop this and deny the plan from coming through. Ping into the corner, doesn't opt to use a snake bite. He just puts his orb down, he gets counter spammed. The plant's down. Oh,
Forsaken using the pressure that the rest of his team were creating on A to find a lurk timing. Oh. And these EG players just want to keep rifles.
Keeping the economy honest. They do have money to buy for next, but maybe just not confident.
He's chosen to take a very aggressive setup. Demon One, though, on the fight.
Yeah, wow, what an adjustment. Really going for more there. And the dash does get out, well, barely. 51 health, but a heal online.
I mean, what?
Back up.
Forsaken took the time in to go into B-Link instead of going into Art. So he didn't meet Boostio, and now he's got a strange amount of map control.
Yeah, he's just so willing.
There's
So
30
a bit
seconds.
of chaos here. There's 30 seconds. What decision is going to be reached? I mean, trying to, again, fake the A presence, I think. A lot of util being expended there. It's grabbed the attention of some of the EG players, but now they're scrambling and scurrying all the way back over towards B. Giving up a lot of space. There's 19 seconds left still. Contacting all the way through, not giving any sort of indicator. Not a plan for Divide. Close onto the corner, inside the smoke, it's all going a bit haywire. Spam onto it, Divide was at the default spot and position. This time Com doesn't give away his life, instead letting the plant go down. Player advantage still to EG. All up. Time being bought now to try and fight themselves through. It's a pull and an attempt into the back of Horse. mindfreak still alive, but eventually falls. Spam and sprayed.
4 players ready to defend B.
Ult coming through. Molly over the top. Snake bite, body block by the dog here. Jinggg running out of time, can't get the kill. Demon One pushing even deeper now, further forwards. Trying to contend with some of the players onto this one. Another flank also occurring. Com is watching for it in Link. He knows there's Cosmic Divide. There could be someone on the other side of things. Demon One left to try and solve it, and there's a flank.
Here's another flank.
Halted. Forsaken. Flanks on flanks. It's watched. Boostio this time. Privy to it. Aware of it. 40 seconds left now. Just 2 players. Standing, mindfreak and Jinggg. Together. Smokes separating. Dividing up into the site. Hove in the back to give a bit of room to play in, but with the lockdown planted and 28 seconds left, this is a dire situation. EG set up all the way, surely resetting. Running all the way back around.
Oh, what a cheeky spot for him to be playing.
Smoke hiding him. Nope, the dog sees him. Anything to spam him out. Any util at all that can clear the way. Damage is being done. Pop flash into it, reloading. He knows he's being pushed. The right click's doing so much damn work, and Ethan claims his prize. Brings him down. Side opened, wide open. Plan towards the back of it as well. Looks like they want to try and make a go of it. To try and play for the back of the site. Flash play through the cove. Slowed down, but not for but a moment here. Still trying to hold on to control of Pit. It's a doubled up. High-low setup. Forsaken isolating one of the fights, and now they want to put the squeeze on Boostio. No, he was here from prior.
Whoa!
Collects the 1, collects the 3rd. In the round for him. Low enough, though. Single shot will do it, but eventually shut.
No support.
Such a brave angle. no support. Oh, he adjusts his aim at the wrong time of it. Flick to the side. There's no way he's taking himself back up. He's posted back up onto the position. Insanity from Forsaken, but why not?
There is a very fine line between bravery and foolishness. That may have been on the wrong side of it there, but I gotta say, if he manages to get two and he's in a position where he might, makes the round look incredibly different. Sometimes you gotta go for those risks.
Oh, God.
They are behind in the map.
Behind in the map now, behind in the player advantage with the plan down for EG. Set up for that success, and already PRX making a call to back away and save. It's a hard one. Letting these rounds slip away.
The 7-5 half, especially if you think they're going to pivot a lot instead of re-hitting. Well, that's an early push.
Yep, straight through mid. Good luck trying to catch that one still.
And Jinggg goes for the re-clear there.
Yeah, and it's Jinggg who catches the bullet to the head.
Yeah, because EG are ready for it.
So 4 versus 4, still holding the angle here. They expect and anticipate this re-clearance. Really playing anti-flash as a pull to punish. An attempt of it, but really no one can really close the gap.
But look at how different this is in terms of map control. PRX now have all of that area over towards A main, and that's info.
But they had to give up mid as a result of it. You can see how passive the players are playing. It's Forsaken just looking to try and contain in case somebody is in mid. Barreling forwards now, EG. Laying claim to this area of the map, towards the site. Snakebite at the back here, spam through, onto the wall. They're walking right into him. It's a crossfire setup where people are just giving individuals, and it's a spray and chance of random luck that has given this advantage to PRX.
But the plant is down, and jawgemo, if he finds a position, finds a safe timing, he might be able to get off a reckoning. It is tough from this spot, though, because he'll never feel safe.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to give away his positioning at all here. He's just holding his ground with the rifle. No time to really pull it out here. Never a chance to make him feel safe. Come! That is insane. How's he pulling that one out? Precision. But eventually shut down. Divide drops to the floor. Tap onto it, running around aimlessly. Up front and personal. The firing line holds it. It's a pre-fire wide swing onto the corner. Jinggg brought down, taken out. Divide, got to second guess that now.
Towards B, there's still only 2 players able to defend.
Second holds the line. Wide face, he fell asleep at the wheel. Demon 1 takes him out, wins the aim duel. Here's the reckoning now. Parting away onto the site here. There's a nano swarm of flash, everything being expended just to take the space towards it. Divide, tucked to the corner. He feels like he has to make a play, you can feel it. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Sky players not deciding to step past the smokes. mindfreak is going to be spotted there on that flank here. Divide still pushing forwards now on the corner. Tap, trying to force the util, but jawgemo pushes forwards and presses his advantage. All the way grouped up, trying to watch onto the flank. They had a player there, mindfreak. He was offered an isolated 1 versus 1, but the time is now running a little bit too short for this one. Quick jump spot, crouch down, holding close, not revealing anything. And the round is won. mindfreak, not enough time to really get a jog on as well and move all the way over there. This is EG taking it away, bringing themselves up to 11. Really Forsaken, of course he wants to go for it again.
Well, this is the problem. If they allow them the whole of B long, then the lockdown can come through, and the lockdown will buy space for the Viper's Pit.
And there it is.
So they want to try and contest this location early, because otherwise, you get put in a very tough spot.
Yeah, Forsaken just, doesn't really have any gun or tool to try and dissuade and push us back. Can't go for any attempt of it. 2 knives left, needs a refresher. Plant starting to go down into the cone, pushing forwards, does get a refresher, traded all the way. Trying to take some space towards the back of the site. Demon 1 is not letting anything loose. Shorty to the face to buy, none the wiser. mindfreak left alone. Is that 1 versus 3? Enough stars that he can sow a bit of chaos, but as soon as one player takes there's Tokyo. Over the top. Corner being spammed, dash to back away. There was an alarm bot there. I think they were worried about a trap play. It did get triggered for but a moment.
And there was a trap play set up. Double flashes again off somebody's contact. These trap plays have not really been working, though, for PRX because EG is so diligent with it.
Incredible diligence. Into mid, an opening is granted.
Forsaken's getting pushed into a locker in this game, too. All of his refights on Jet. He's having his lunch money taken.
Yeah. You have to go hungry, I think. Save it for map 5 because It's on the table and more. One round.
Yeah. It's looking disastrous. Mindfreak is going to hear this like a stampede heading towards him.
And he's got to do so much here. But does the corner get cleared? It does. Fully and entirely.
No chances.
Boostio aware of it. Out in the open. Running back taken away. Jinggg. Nana Swarm at his feet. There are just no gaps in the play. EG. Sheer domination on display here. Reckoning, flash over the top. Divide pushing forward, seeks to deny. The right click's not doing enough. Everybody falling. It's just down to Jinggg. Spam into the corner. 5 seconds remaining. Needs to stay alive. It's not possible. Control for mindfreak. Tucked himself in there at some point, didn't he?
And they just contact on. Immediately punish.
Loses his nerve.
That's exactly what EG were looking for. This slow-paced approach, trying to punish people, pushing. The cgrs just goes for the info swing.
Okay. Meeting their match there, so 4 for 4. 4 versus 4, I should say.
They bait out the wall. A pivot, but I think PRX are going to be able to reinforce the B site.
How much more can EG really slow this one down? Haunt waited out, didn't tag onto anybody, no sound cues, but this has to really end B. No other options. Switch up and pivot if this one goes wrong. Towards the back of the site, all eyes on cgrs. Through the smoke, Forsaken's there, Dash is active and brought down anyway, shut down. And towards the back, they know that cgrs is there. Good util. It's clearing them out, near-sighted. Really needs to get a kill here. Maybe more! Why not? Absolutely fluid with it! He's on for the ace, and he's over.
It looks like Forsaken's been trapped in a little prison.
Yep. The cryo chamber is the high-low. You expect there just to be one, there's not. There's 2 of them popping right out. There's a kill advantage.
What a play. And it allows Forsaken still to escape. What a gorgeous wall that Jingg's cooked up there.
It's a pivot and a scramble here for EG. Gonna try and bring down mindfreak. TP across, still across, and now a fight into mid on top of it. Smoke at their feet, spamming right through it. Caught in the seas, connection near-sighted. Nobody can see a bloody thing. Where is the salvage? Where is the answer back? Swinging through the smokes. There's no time at all. Only 11 seconds remaining. They've got to get themselves onto the site. The spike, special delivery, drop it down. No kill found. Here's the plan. Time alone. They have about a second to spare. Pushing through. jawgemo holds. Denied in the end. Everyone's low.
And we're talking about that being one of EG's greatest strengths at the beginning of this tournament run. Snatched away.
Boostio. God damn, he's clean with it.
There's another one of those first duels. He's so aggressive.
Aim held down with the Sheriff enough to get the one. Alarm bot spots it. He knows Boostio's close to the corner. Forsaken desperate to clear him out, but you challenge him, and you might just get tested in unfortunate ways. Still, they bring him down. Updraft over the top, knives rattled away. Out of the hands, a pop flash play. It's covered from the side, and just like that, swings and bloody roundabouts. It's going to be another thrifty, assuming they can get the spike down.
But only 15 health remaining on mindfreak. He can't do anything about this. That position. And he confident PRX can be. It's an A re-hit.
That's why they're playing so close. Lockdown. That worked though. PRX, you have to respect this one. Not much to break it. Hello, mindfreak.
Oh,
he's behind them.
He could have a free kill there on jawgemo, but he just didn't spot the timing.
This is not heard for. Forsaken from the heaven position. 2 kills claimed before going down to the nade, and still it's his double flank. This setup all the way around here. Com has to try and at least stop this one. Clears it with a slide off angle. Expects the second player. They don't know where mindfreak is. Spike eventually planted. And Com seeks to reposition now, waiting it out. Here's the footsteps, a bit of a soundbait from him. Very intelligent plays all over the place.
In this team's history, which they ended up
Forsaken.
losing. Where's
Nice.
Forsaken off to? It's like a
Didn't see the
delayed
jump
tiles
spot.
crunch.
Yeah, really delayed. Demon one plucks him out of the sky. Boostio from behind has to be the second level to it, but not to be so. 2 players fall down towards tiles. I know cgrs is there, and this is a bit of a pivot and an attempt by EG, but they're just going to be taking up the space towards A anyway. Com will be that backstab.
Com's in danger.
He is in danger.
He's
Tucked
found
to
the timing.
corner. Yeah, he's able to get back to safety here. So the plant will go down again. Exactly the same points, Josh, that we were bringing up a little bit prior with Com playing that far back. He's got the Hunter's Fury to be that extra level to it.
Right, and he's looking for any flanks happening for the retake.
There's a kill though. Divide stepping on the gas. Nightfall now scatters through. jawgemo not caught. Sprayed. Transfer to EG. Operator online for Forsaken. Fast plays now. This is a tent, isn't it? All the way through. There's a horn off of it. Wasn't dealt with, but Jinggg gets counter spam.
Excellent counter to that play from EG. We've seen some teams run similar versions of it, but that was a very quick reaction. They're just getting advantages by neutralizing what PRX are trying to do.
It's all just been a slow beginning for EG.
It's all about the counter punch.
Yeah, wait and see.
Or stopping the punch.
Hunter's Fury, offloaded. Let rip towards, into tree. Trying to clear a path and a way back into it. Shot misses, goes wide, Forsaken. Well, granted the kill, instead it's all going topsy-turvy. EG, massive player advantage.
And Com's constantly here, watching for anybody trying to backstab. Coming through Gelato, coming through mid, Com's got your number.
Already thinking ahead to try and take these weapons out of their hands.
Yeah.
Already. You can see how
EG
fast he was on the flank there.
EG are hyper confident here. They're calling the save so early. And looking to hunt, looking to punish.
Right. Oh, there's an angle. Damage done. Door's broken. Tucked towards lane. Forsaken just covering it. There's a shot landed. Hey, there's the punish. Do they still want to go for this? Still try and take away these guns. It might be worth it. Plenty of money in the bank to try and make a play towards it. Spam down, Forsaken. Just shown here with the util. Clearing to be with the paranoia. Forsaken. Onus is on him to see if he can hit some of these shots as well and return with the fire. Blind. Spam. The shots, they're rattling. But no recipients, no targets to be found and collected. Instead it is just still on cgrs towards the back of the side, but all the smokes are watched.
EG with such exceptional diligence there. Demon One stuck in a position.
Demon One, man!
Trying to frag his way out.
Still getting away with it. Only the one though before traded. Jump spot, damage done, rifle picked up and exchanged. 2v3. A chance to maybe win it.
But almost a frantic tone to the way that PRX is moving around
Spam
here.
Onto the corner, it's a common position, and Boostio is dealt with. Here's the knives, here's the updrafts, at work, through into the corner. jawgemo shuts it down before it gets away. Too much more to Vi. It's an impossible task, an impossible scenario. It's a 1v2. Nobody's giving him a clean fight. Nobody's giving him a fair fight. Running rings around him because they know time is of the essence. Away the knives. Do they still want to fight fair? They main control, they don't really have the util for it. There's a flash, pop flash underhanded, winning out that duel, but a paranoia meets them. They have to back away and respect it. Avoiding it, aim's reset enough. It's a little bit strained. All over the top, Jinggg. No way, when does this smoke fade?
Here.
And meanwhile, players lurking their way into mid, out in the open. Hunter's Fury clearing it. Boostio, he was called out and he was dealt with there by mindfreak. This is for the round here. Sometimes takes a bit of chaos has been sewed into it. A lot of individuality on show.
PRX looking good to be able to get the fourth. Where a pistol round, a bonus round, something like that might be able to save things. Jinggg with a repush.
Has to. There was a sound bait. Good awareness. Just with a jiggle. Good trade from Com. The drop down to 59 health, has the dart, 25 seconds left. Setting his sight towards the A side, damage, so much of it being done. Can't quite land enough shots as well to do the job and bring down the opposition. It's all waiting for him.
They've been building up to it their whole careers, looking for a moment like
Here's a
this.
switch up, tempo increased to the max. Set lineups towards the back, that's a paranoia. jawgemo couldn't see much. Okay, Demon One from heaven, Ethan off to the side. To dart from the, okay. Miles away. The flood attempt from EG pays off almost instantly.
And mindfreak left alone, as he has been in so many situations on this map. Just in an unwinnable spot. Thoughts rushing through his head of how quickly this has all turned against him. The round, in some sense, being a microcosm of the map. Because recon spam setup over towards tiles.
Flash. Demon One's pushed off again. Is this the exact same play, really?
Yep.
Ultimate. See the util being cycled now to try and get themselves into the side, but no one really pathing towards the back of it. Kill was found with the Vi falling.
It feels like Forsaken was almost waiting for a flash to be able to push further.
He's in danger. Forsaken's really in danger here. Is there going to be the squeeze from behind? The answer is a little bit delayed here. Smoke at his feet. Demon One can't take a clean fight, but finally the dart lights him up.
The utility's so good from EG.
Cigarettes, okay, cgrs finding the two, Shocked up, bringing him down, and Jinggg has to get off his perch. Away from the wall, TP, it's a fake out! Spam off the contact. Narrow angle for Demon 1. Takes it, pushed back, there's going to be flanks all over the place here, and Forsaken has found his timing. Disrespect showcased. Wow. Jiggle peeked, I think this is spotted.
Doesn't... Oh!
Yeah, jawgemo was actually just trying to set up a... Oh my! They weren't aware of it. The paranoia just a little bit too deep.
What a moment of brilliance from Forsaken.
Boostio anchored towards the back, holding it. Judge in his hand. Do you dare claim him? Do you dare try to clear him out? It's a face together. It nets them the kill. And at this point, Ethan left to back away here. Unwinnable.
Take the ults that they've earned and turn them into a snowball here.
It's all in again. Nightfall to the back. Scores a backside of it. No one's suspecting it. Forsaken. Who's right over the top. Not sure if it's a Nightfall or what. Com seeks to equalize, unleashing the Hunter's Fury, and does connect it onto Jinggg,
who was on top of the wall again. So anticipating the play, they know what it looks like right now from PRX. They're just choosing to play full retake with no command.
Yeah, Ethan's got that one. Lets it loose. Pushing them back, no util to be used in this instance. Already just starting to flood the way back into the site. Has to be the big moment. Demon 1. This guy is just spectacular. It's 3 for him to buy. He's left towards main, but not for much longer. PRX. They've been all in at the beginning of almost every single one of these rounds. No strangers to it now. You can see pushing into mid, close to the corner, sprayed down, but traded. Player advantage this time to PRX. It was a different turn of events. And Ethan bait the reswing.
Ethan alone. It looks like an A split where he's going to be under incredible pressure here.
It's Ethan to try and finalize. Shut this down before it gets going. Prowler, flash over the top. That's caught onto a multitude of players. Nade, barreling forwards. Heaven control is dealt with. Com's still there, pushing the issue and forcing the fights towards him. Can't stand up to it, but the spike is going to be denied to Boostio. It's brought it into a 1v2. Rez is available. Jinggg wants to use it. Don't want this round to escape them.
Boostio's going for the big wraparound play here. Has he found the timing early enough? I mean, for some reason, PRX seemed to think he could be back up at Heaven here.
Yeah.
I think the wall would have blocked that from happening.
It is being watched out. Just an angle, but now he knows exactly where he is. Mindfreak. It's Boostio to take the contact. Ethan holding a flash. He's going to be swinging off of it. Boostio sees it. Lands it. Pop flash in his face. Jumping right clicks. This is getting dangerous. More than dangerous. A little bit prior, it was Demon 1 who also ripped off the head of one of the players. PRX now. It's a scramble. 40 seconds remaining.
How many times do we see it where a comeback like this gets halted by a Thrifty? While teams just freeze up. Forsaken could be the difference maker here.
Still
trying
walking.
to lead his team in.
Nice cold with it. Slow to try and cross in. 4 positions gained. TP into the back of the site, shoring up those defenses. They handed the rifle over to Ethan. He does not get the kill, but blinded up. jawgemo, he's in the action, he's in the fight, and players are loaded. He might just be able to do it. Jumping spot is shut down. Defy, surely he's finished. It's a 1v1 to save them in the series. The spike needs to be planted, and Com knows it. He's slowed it all the way down. He's playing it safe. The shock darts at play. There needs to be the plan. There needs to be the fight. Force down. Com's done it. Paving the way of a Thrifty. EG are destined